for having waited patiently for 10 minutes. We are here to officially launch and also discuss Mr. Bhaskar Roy's book, 50-Year Road. So I think I would love to start with that so everyone can take a look at the book. Would everyone please unveil it together? I think all of you. Nisha reminded me that I have a copy to unveil and I forgot because I had bootlegged one already to read and prepare for this discussion. So we have on our panel 4 guests, starting with the author himself, Bhaskar Roy, who's been an editor, a reporter. You'll read the book and get to know of the many roles he has been in. A poet also. We have Satish Padmanabhan, Managing Editor Outlook, visiting faculty Ashoka, and for about 3 decades now, he has been with print media, television, digital, also editor, journalist, researcher. I think we have a lot of overlap of professions and interests. Usha Ramanathan, also a researcher, editor, writer, which is why it's also refreshing to have Nisha Bhatt, who'll actually, tell us what our readers want, because she's from the marketing side of Jaico Publishing House, and she flew all the way from Mumbai, taking an early morning flight to be here for the book. Thank you for that, Nisha. I think we all want these supportive publishers on our side to, be there with us on our important occasions, and I'm sure people who are here are interested in reading and writing, so we would love to know what is involved in the marketing side of the book. How do you make sure you choose a book that is appealing to the current readership? So please, why don't you come and talk about that first?
Thank you for the kind words of introduction. Very, very kind and sweet. And congratulations to the author as well. My colleagues couldn't be here because of their other commitments, but I'm here representing them all and very happy to say that we've had immense, memorable moments covering this book with Surbhi, from the editorial end, marketing end, from every aspect of publishing that was involved throughout. So before we begin, I would just like to quickly introduce myself. As Ankita said, I'm Nisha, and truly honored to be here representing Jaico. I wanted to extend our sincere gratitude for your presence tonight on behalf of Jaico, IHC and Bhaskar sir. I extend a warm welcome to each one of you. Today's event goes beyond just unveiling of the book. It's about sharing the journey that brought 50-Year Road together. Allow me to share a few words about Jaico. With a rich history of publishing, Jaico has been a stalwart in the literary world, consistently bringing forth large number of books. We are home to world-transforming authors such as Robin Sharma, Sadhguru, Osho, Dalai Lama, Deepak Chopra, Radhakrishnan Pillai, Morgan Housel, and to add on to the list, Mr. Bhaskar Roy now. Ladies and gentlemen, the genesis of 50-Year Road stemmed from the enthusiasm of our dedicated editors and the synergy they found with Bhaskar sir, a seasoned Times of India journalist. The meticulous editing process and Bhaskar Roy's keen eye for detail during proofreading reflected the dedication that went into crafting this masterpiece. I vividly recall my first meeting with Sir in Bombay and my eagerness to share, even as one of the early readers, the profound impact 50-Year Road had on me. The book served as a valuable source of knowledge about time I have not personally experienced but only read about and heard about. Through Sir's lens, I had the opportunity to walk alongside him as he lived through the pivotal historic moments of our country. Before we immerse ourselves in the panel discussion, I would once again like to thank Sir for giving us the opportunity to publish his memoir, and thank you once again, sir.
Thanks a lot, Mishra. I could also be there and yeah. Thank you, Mishra, for that. Before we came here, I was hearing that Bhaskar was really open to your suggestions, and I think, if I may say so myself, I think all of us editors are really welcome to suggestions from our publishers. We are really open to the suggestions our publishers have, our editors have, because we've been on the other side, and we truly believe in the fact that editors have the best interests of writers and are not their opponents. To take the discussion forward, I would like Usha to pose a question. I would like to pose a question to Usha. We were having a discussion, Satish, you and I, that a lot of people have had sheltered lives. So the same events that may have passed in a country impact people differently, and some people don't even realize that something that happened was so big or so momentous for certain communities, and that was maybe just a news article for them, just a small column for them. So when you read the book, and you have fought on so many fronts, human rights, privacy rights, so I'm kind of assuming that what happened to the lead up of all these years has also exposed you to a certain kind of political reality in India. So when you were reading the book, did you find a resonance, or did you feel like the India you have experienced is quite different?
I wouldn't quite know where to begin, but so I'll just begin wherever. I think I'll begin with this, that we perhaps belong to the same generation, although I'm a little older, but we come from different parts of the country. And I found while reading the book, initially I was like, how will this book be? Because it was plainly not something that you were not just telling us your story. You were intertwining your story with the story of India. And to do that, you must have been aware of the story of India from a